Good morning. Happy November, everyone. So good to see everyone here. Everybody have a nice Halloween. All Hallows Day. What is this day called? I should know. I'm a fallen Catholic. Oh my gosh. Let's see. I love all the chatter going on. I'm going to take a look and see who's here. Annie Bear, it's great to see you. I've been enjoying your shows, excuse me, with Terry. She's great. Terry and I kind of go way back in the learning practice realm together. And I hope to be on her show again soon, or she'll come on mine. We've been trading shows a bit, so it's fun. She's great. And let's see, just visiting. Hello, Enrique. Good to see you. And let's see, I'm just going to take a look at your comments here really quickly. Excuse me, while we wait for people to come in. Sunny and cool in northern California. Kind of the same in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado. I always have to clarify that because we have many regions of the state. So you go an hour to the west and you're in the mountains, and it can be completely different. Annie Bear, you're painting this morning. Very nice. I painted something this week for my son. It was his birthday on Thursday. I did a little portrait of his cat with watercolor. So his cat who's staying with me. Okay. You finally hit autumn in Miami, Enrique. 70 degrees. Wow, 70 is like our high right now, if we're lucky. Every morning it's chilly. The last 2 mornings we've had a little frost, and we are, walking the dog. I need a proper winter coat. Some people have hat and gloves. I'm a little more resilient than that. But 60 trick-or-treaters last night, Enrique. That's crazy. We have very few now. We used to have a ton in our old neighborhood, but we live in a college neighborhood, so a lot of people are college students, grad students, and we have a few young families. So we only had about 5 or 6 kids come knocking on the door last night, sadly, because I like that. Oh, you got your Oracle deck out in the world. What is it? Can you put a link to it? What is your Oracle deck, Annie Bear? Let everybody know if you haven't done that. Oh, it's the same as your name. Where can we find it? Yeah, I just had a small handful. A lot of the people in this neighborhood, like I said, are either college students. I live like 3 blocks from University of Denver, which can sometimes get noisy in this neighborhood. Anyway, we do have families, but we have a lot of, people who are my age where the kids are no longer trick-or-treating. And so a birthday message for just visiting. Happy birthday. When's your birthday? Sweet Farish, got your question. Nice to see you here. Margaret D, great to see you. I'm just starring questions real quickly here as people are coming in. Your son turns 40 on the 13th. Oh my goodness. Wow. My son just turned 30 on the 30th. They call it his golden birthday. I didn't realize that. If your number is that your age is the same as your birthday. So, okay, got your question, Enrique. And, oh, that's your actual birthday, just visiting. That's amazing. Hi, Tasha. Good to see you. All right. Joyful Journey. Great to see you, too. Oh, thank you. Love you, too, Enrique. I'm just going through the questions here, guys. I'm sorry. I don't want to hold anybody up, but and allow a few people to come in. Oh no, Ellen, you got my cold. I think I got my cold from the East Coast, Ellen, and you live on the East Coast. So I haven't heard as many people out where I live dealing with the same thing. But man, it's the thing that won't go away. Okay. Happy birthday to all those November babies. We will talk more about the astrology tomorrow. I do my weekly tarot scopes, but I'm going to talk a little bit more broadly on the monthly scale since we're entering November. So hard to believe. And let's see. Joyful Journey had a group of 3-year-old trick-or-treaters. He said happy Halloween in their tiny voices. That's so cute. Ethereal Moonlight, great to see you. And a reading for you, of course. And I'm at the bottom of the list finally now. So here we go. Anyway, so great to see everybody here. And I hope everybody had a nice Halloween if you celebrate. Okay, Annie Bear, you just said Kelly. All right. Anyway, I'm so happy to be here and I miss you guys so much. I love coming on. And I feel like I've been in this kind of pause mode. Annie Bear, you said something about people like purging, crying. I have felt that too, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the shifting of the seasons. I always feel this way a little bit in fall, and it's also when I get sick. So I feel like my body, I get sick in the fall to slow me down and to just kind of make me a little bit more contemplative, like make me think about where I want to be, what I want to do. I am a fall baby too. I was born on September 30th. So I don't know if that's something that you guys experience, but anyway, so I just feel like anybody else feel like you've just been sort of hanging in a state of suspense? I'm going to close my door. I've got my son is sleeping next door to me. He's been staying with us, the one who's moving to England. So he's, that's why I'm in my husband's office again, which was originally my office. And then he took it over and I moved to the guest room. But anyway, I feel like this is a kind of a pause time, but I'm really, now it's November and I'm ready to recalibrate. I want to get back on track with my, some of my healing messages, healing journey messages. And I'm also kicking off my November gratitude. And so I'm going to do a short every day to just express what I'm grateful for. And I feel like when we do that, it kind of centers us and brings us back into the present moment. So I encourage any of you to join me and do a daily gratitude for the month of November and perhaps beyond. So there we go. I also wanted to say before I really get started, I wanted to talk really quickly about, I don't know, some of you may remember that I had a dream last, like late November, early December about the election, a very clear dream that I kind of took literally about tampering with the election machines, the voting machines here in the US. And I felt like in my awareness, I was aware I was in one of the swing states. I think it was Georgia. I was aware that an electronic download happened in the middle of the afternoon during some of those what do they call it? Bomb threats. So they cleared the space and somebody kind of walked through with a device, a very nondescript device, and it triggered a download through the Starlink low Earth orbiting. I mean, all this came to me in the dream, which is really weird. RFID sensor came to me as well. I don't know what that, exactly how that would work, but Anyway, so you recall that I had that dream, and it changed the voting outcome. Basically, any votes that came in the afternoon were kind of switched from one column to the other. And that was just a very startling dream. It was one of those dreams that wakes you up because you're like, oh my gosh, I have a cat coming. Here she comes. This is my cat, Lucy. Oh, she's wiggling my table. She's a big girl. Let me show you Lucy. This is Lucy. She's squeaking. Why don't you look at the... Oh, she's squeaking. She just wants to sit on my lap. Anyway, she's our old girl, and she's a sweetheart. Anyway, those of you who remember that. So I had a follow-up last night that was more, it was more kind of symbolic, I think. And so, oh, your dog's name is Lucy. Hi, Gina Lynn. Good to see you. Anybody who I haven't said hello to, hello. Anyway, let me just quickly finish this dream. So my dream last night was kind of like about, it was weird because I felt like it was related to, I just got cat hair in my mouth. It was related to Steve Bannon, who, if you don't know who he is, look him up. He's kind of a dastardly guy. He's calling for Trump's third term, which is against the law, against the Constitution. Oh, sorry, cat hair everywhere. And in the dream, I knew that we were waiting on something. It was as if we were kind of in school and sitting at a desk, and I don't know who we is, but it was like somebody was sitting at a desk taking a test. And I knew that there had been cheating on the test. Maybe I was the teacher, I don't know. But I knew that there had been cheating on the test. And I knew that this dream was related to Bannon and what's that other, Roger Stone and those guys. Who were those, that kind of crew hovering in the background, who were heavily involved in the election nonsense. And I knew in the dream that we had to wait until a particular day, and I had the number 10, like the 10th day of perhaps November. And we had to wait, like, it was as if we had to wait 10 days, but then suddenly there would be some clarity on how they cheated, how whoever this was in my dream cheated on the test. And so, anyway, I just thought, well, I woke up and whenever I wake up from a dream like that and it's so clear, I know that I am, it's something I'm meant to remember. So anyway, let's wait and see, because it was very symbolic. It wasn't very literal, but it felt as if something was coming out this month, which I've always felt intuitively. Something's coming out this month to give some clarity on more of the tampering that happened. So anyway, Barbara says she never heard a cat squeak before. Yeah, she used to have a stronger meow, but she just started squeaking recently. Maria, I did get your question. Thank you. All right. And Diamond Girl, I got your question as well. So anyway, I just wanted to put that out there. I want to say the words, and I may actually do it in a short to just kind of mark the moment, because I feel like when I get these messages like that, especially that have like kind of a timeline associated with them, then I really need to honor that. So anyway, yes, she's a squeaker. Poor kitty. I had to take her to the vet earlier this week because she was just throwing up a lot. She seemed like she felt okay, but she just kept throwing up and throwing up. So they gave her a shot, and she seems kind of like she's back on track. So anyway, she's just one of my little babies. All right, I'm going to make sure I'm not missing anybody. And yes, Lucy's right here on my lap. I'll show you. She's right there. We love our little fur babies. Yes, I will do a short on that. I'll get my thoughts together a little bit more because it's just kind of fresh right now. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start answering your questions. And I do have some cards here today. If we need to pull cards, and I may use that as well to get more readings in. It is the Ethereal Visions Luna edition, which is beautiful. They're very iridescent, so I'll try to be careful. And I also have my dowsing rods and pendulum here too. All right, so the first question that Annie Bear, I don't know if this was your question, but I will ask. Annie Bear says, I'm upgrading my awareness by continuing to heal Am I upgrading my awareness by continuing to heal the mother wound? Had a flood of tears yesterday. Oh. They're saying always. I mean, always. But I do think we go in jumps too. I feel that. I think you're always upgrading your awareness. And I think sometimes you find yourself, you're kind of flat for a little while, integrating, whatever. And then we go through these jumps where things are perhaps more challenging or, purging or things like that. So the answer is, what I would say is absolutely yes. But I also am getting the image that they're saying right now that it's more than just about your personal experience. It's almost like your global mother wound, like for the earth and for humanity and all of those things that many people are dealing with. I think your next question was that you've heard from other people. I think I'm dealing with this too. I think we all are being asked to sort of not take sides, but to to stand firm in our belief in humanity and our higher selves and all of that stuff. So I would say 100%. 100%. You said integration. I've been dreaming of generations. Oh my goodness. That's great. Gina Lynn says, I hope your dream is accurate. The truth of those awful people needs to be exposed. Yes. Thank you. I hope so too. I've always felt that there's something coming in November, but I will say this. It's kind of like just another piece of the puzzle. It doesn't feel like it's going to be the total illumination. It feels like another door opens, another crack happens in this timeline. And it's so interesting too that we're just a year out from the actual election. So I do think that there's something there, because I've always thought that once the anniversary rolls around, it's like we've been given enough time to really kind of incorporate what has happened. So thank you, Annie Bear. I appreciate that. Hard not to take sides. Yeah, I would say, if you're, like I said, if you're taking sides, take sides. Take the side of humanity. Take the side of good over evil. Take the side of taking care of the earth and all those things. Oh, Diamond, just a second. I'm going to go to this question, this comment. Diamond Girl says, my daughter dreamt Trump passed. His dad in heaven was calling him. Interesting. Because I don't know if you saw, there was a show with Ness on with Linda G, and she dreamed that Trump passed in his sleep, and his mother was calling him. So, um, Mr. Beeks, I like to take the side that resonates with the teaching of Jesus and Buddha. Yes, absolutely. Okay. Would love a birthday message from my guides. Birthday this month on the 13th. All right. Just visiting. Birthday message. I get this kind of we've just been talking about this, but it does feel, maybe we're not alone, maybe this is for all of us. It feels like there's kind of like a little bit of an uptick or an upgrade in your, your abilities and the things that you want to do in life. It's like almost like a quickening of things that are going on. And perhaps this is what I was saying about myself. I don't mean to turn this back to myself, but my birthday is at the end of September, just over a month ago. And I feel like it's always a time of integration and incorporation to upgrade my, my being, my physicality, which is why I tend to get sick, my intuition and all those things. And just visiting, I feel that for you. I also feel like there's some, it feels busy. Like it feels like there's some activity or event or something like that you're involved in that feels like it's going to start kind of picking up speed. It feels like you're organizing and you're creating this event, whatever this may be. So it does feel like it's kind of going to be a busy time. So just, take care of yourself as much as you can. Okay. All right. But happy birthday to you, and take care of yourself and prepare for a busy time. It feels like a good time for you. All right. Hi, Lucy Lekich. Yeah, Diamond Girl. Maybe his mother and father are both saying, come on, let's go. I will say personally, I haven't felt him passing this month anyway. But I have felt his illness and his kind of chaos related to that. Just visiting says, I have been working on my abilities. Organizing sounds like me. Yeah, it feels like you're like putting ducks in a row, so to speak. Okay. Hi, Bernadette Desir. Did I say hello to you? Hello. All right. Okay. Any messages from guides, please, specifically about the anxiety and fear I feel about my health sometimes. I am recovering from an autoimmune disease. Thanks. Well, okay. Let me just say, first of all, I did a video in my kind of healing journey stuff about anxiety. And I do talk a lot about that because I feel so many people are dealing with it, just like you. And I feel like there are two parts to the anxiety that so many people are dealing with right now. Part of it is, sorry, cat hair in my nose. Part of it is, collective, right? We're dealing with a lot, and we have a lot, we have this upgrade energy. Why does cat hair just stick everywhere? I guess she's shedding. If you're just joining, my cat is sitting in my lap here. I feel like this is part collective. It's part collective, and it's part about, it's that all the bad news that we're hearing every day, and things getting destroyed and things changing. And I want you to sort of, if you can, first of all, turn off the day-to-day news. It just doesn't help. But also, so I want to go over to the physical side. Turn off the day-to-day news, first of all, and just remind yourself that I personally feel, even though this is chaos and it's being done in a way that's very destructive, I think that our world is pushing us into better times. I really do. I think that we're being shown all of the bad and the difficult and the hard things in our lives, excuse me, that need to change, right? So everything from healthcare to, greed to, all of the oligarchy nonsense to the way that we do, you know, schools, government, everything. And I feel like this is worldwide. Okay. But I want to go back to your autoimmune disease, Sweet Farish. And I'm sorry, I don't know your name, so I'll go with that. So the autoimmune diseases, the way that I see it intuitively when I do my healing work, and I can do healing sessions with anybody if you want, go to my website. Hey, Gina Fish. Is autoimmune disorders we are really hardly scratching the surface with the understanding of this. Autoimmune disorders are long-standing imbalances that our body finally says, enough, I'm going to show you where we need attention. And so it's like something that's been going on for a very long time, unless there's a trauma, like a specific trauma that kicks you into it. But usually it's long-standing. Even those traumas do that. And I always believe that any illness or any adversity is the universe's way of showing us where we need to place our focus and purge some things. It could be physical. It could be, I just can't eat eggs and they really mess with me. Hi, Leiji, good to see you. But it could be emotional as well. So again, I want to encourage you. So on the physical side, go back and look at my most recent healing journey. I did talk about 5 supplements that are very, very good for anxiety. Sorry, I'm not very fluid today. Very good for anxiety, and they're easy to find over the counter. And so go take a look at that. And I want to stress again that folate and B12 are often problematic for maybe 40 to 50% of the population. It's very hard for us to get it into our bodies because we don't methylate it properly. I know that's a lot, but just take a look at that and understand you need methylfolate, methyl B12, methylcobalamin, and you'll see it in my video. Okay. But there are other supplements that are very helpful. For you specifically, Sweet Farish, I do feel like this has been a long, long time coming, and it's been building and building and building. And when the anxiety really kind of gets, it's kind of like a release valve for you, Sweet Farish. It's kind of like you kind of go along with a low level, and you're doing okay. And then it gets really strong, and you need to purge some feelings or something. So look at that. But if you want, make an appointment with me, and we'll do a little session and really try to look closer. Thank you. All right. You need supplements for digestion. Yes. A lot of people need digestive enzymes. Just visiting. Just a reminder to everyone, I am a certified nutrition therapist. And so I know more than I need to know about supplements, but I do think they all have an energetic frequency that we need to incorporate into our bodies. If you're not, I'm not particularly into taking drugs, but if you need to, great. But many people, especially as we get older, need digestive enzymes to help our food. Okay. Yes, just visiting. Thank you. My website is, it's in the description below. And good luck to you, Sweet Farish. Please, we're all going to send healing prayers and blessings. And I want to just go back to one more thing about anxiety that I get strongly is about trusting. Like, so let yourself trust that the universe is wise and has our back in the end. Okay. Thank you. I do muscle testing. Yes, I do it for myself, but when I work with clients, I tune in with my hand. Like, my hands are really powerful, and I'm like, my hands are very sensitive, I guess I want to say. But I also do muscle testing with pendulum and with dowsing rods as well. I love muscle testing. Yeah. Okay. Joyful Journey says, I went through a difficult time for many years. Meditation helped me so much. Yes. Which is so hard, especially when you're dealing with something like that, anxiety. I'm having pecans for breakfast. I have a little munch, a little nibble. Okay. Sorry. Annie Bear says, getting through anxiety led me to Insight Timer. Yeah, listening. If you have a hard time meditating, listen to those guided meditations. And I have a few on my website. In fact, I have one on my channel. I have one on anxiety as well. I show you. I think the better digestive enzymes can be the ones that are in the refrigerated section of the health food stores. But yeah, I can try to post some of those. In fact, I'll do a digestion video soon. Thank you. All right. Sorry about that, Margaret D. Are you still here? Yes. Good luck to everyone dealing with anxiety. I think we all have a little trouble with that. Yes, fermented foods are good, but sometimes they're harder for people, especially if you have SIBO, which is another whole story. Maybe I'll do a video on that too. Yes. All right. Question. What can I expect with my job search for the remainder of this year? I'd be able to find an aligned opportunity before the end of the year. Did we say something for November for you in the past? Because I do feel like this is a good month, but I have to tell you, I know this feels like a cop-out, but I think it's really true. We keep having these like timeline shifts from what we expect things to go a certain way, or we sense them going a certain way. But world events are kind of shifting things around, and I felt like things were going to be getting better in the job market for a little while, and now I feel like a lot of companies, a lot of just countries, just the overall sentiment with all the chaos going on is everybody's kind of holding their breath, waiting for the other shoe to drop, waiting a little bit. So I do feel like the job market, and I don't know what's going on in Canada. You're in Canada, Margaret. I don't know what's going on in that market, but let me just sort of tune on in specifically. Your guides are saying she needs to press on. That's a term I don't use. That's interesting. It feels like it feels like you need to just keep your determination and your resilience. I know you've been looking for a job for a while. They're also showing me some kind of lack of maybe self-assuredness when you're looking for a job. It feels a little bit like you might be kind of undercutting your ability and your confidence a little bit. So make sure that you're really kind of shoring that area up. Psych yourself out. If you're worried about, am I qualified? Am I good enough? And just, get a mantra going that morning and just say, this is the this job is aligned with my skills and I am qualified, and try to adopt that mentality like really fully into your heart space, your mind, body, and spirit. It does feel, I mean, I do feel like there's like, if I were to guess, it sort of feels like a lesser chance this month, but more as we move forward a little bit. But again, I think that, and watch, it feels like it's shifting, right? The jobs are kind of shifting. Available, not available, pulling back, that sort of thing. So anyway, good luck to you. Let's all send blessings and our well wishes to Margaret. Margaret, you are so qualified. I just feel like might be a little bit of you kind of undercutting yourself. So sorry for the harsh talk, but that's the way I feel. Got your question, Alex H. Thank you. Enrique, any messages from guides and light spirits? Okay. Enrique. This time feels, I want to say it feels like a time of hunkering in for you, Enrique, if you're still here, like hunkering in close to home, paying attention to I feel like it is very family oriented. Of course, November is, Thanksgiving in the US. I know you guys already celebrated it in Canada. But it feels very family oriented, like pay attention to your family, your friends, your local community. I feel like there's something you might be doing in your community to, just kind of, it feels to me, Enrique, like you're asked right now. Hi, doggy. We got a dog now. To just sort of spread your light. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to slam it. Yes, October. It just feels like you're here to spread your light, because I know that, sorry about this. I know that you have a very, you do have a very bright light. You have a really, really, you kind of take life by, with, what's the word I'm thinking? You jump into life. And I feel like you're being asked to kind of share that in your community. Hunky here. That's funny. Share that with others. And I feel like there's somebody specifically in your family who might need a little bit more support. Feels like a younger person, like I don't know if you have a niece or a nephew who's sort of just, they can use some Uncle Enrique time. All right. Take that for what it's worth. Grab life by the horns. That's the term I'm looking for. Thank you. Thank you. My words aren't coming easily to me right now. Maybe it's that Mercury retrograde we're about to experience. All right. Gina Halleck told me my husband would get a job, and he did. The job did not work out. Oh, okay. We'll look closely for. You know what I want to do? I'm feeling like I want to go to my dowsing rods to see if there's something better coming for him. Okay. All right. And this is, let's slide back a little bit. Is it what's your husband's name? Again, Gina Halleck, if you're still there. You know who I'm talking about? Okay. All right. Is there a job coming for Gina's husband soon? Matthew. You see, it's like, it's kind of bobbling and kind of crossing a little bit. Kind of like, it doesn't feel like it's soon. But it feels like it's, if I'm honest, it feels like it's not until after the first of the year. Which is probably, excuse me, not what you wanted to hear. This is also about you. This is message. Oh, he seems very depressed. I'm so sorry. Yeah. It feels to me like he is experiencing, a crisis in confidence as well. We just talked about that. It feels to me as if um this is, when something happens to someone in our family, it happens for all of us to sort of grow our souls and I don't know why I'm saying this, Gina, because I think you're probably the most patient person in the world, but this is also teaching you patience and, releasing and kind of helping, being in a support role without being responsible for everything. Does that make sense? You can't fix this. You can support and stand back. And believe me, I know this story very well. My husband's business had an embezzlement and had all the kinds of things within the last couple of years, and it's been hard. I'm the fixer. I wanted to fix it, but I couldn't fix it. That was really his responsibility to fix. The dog's about to want to go out. And my job to support spiritually and, give them, bolster their energy. So excuse me, wow, it took my breath away. I feel like this is really an important time for the two of you growing and I want to say like recalibrating your roles a little bit. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes, I don't care about getting by with less, and I've never pressured my husband. Yes. Yeah, you do tend to take on a lot with other people. This is, like I said, this is as much about you. I really feel like you need to release and recognize he's on his own journey. Be supportive. Be a support person to him, as I know you always are, but allow him to find his own way. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gina. I'm so sorry. I know that's stressful. Okay. Blessings. General reading for Joyful Journey, please. Okay. These beautiful cards have been calling to me, and I'm going to pull out 3 cards for you, Joyful Journey. What does Joyful Journey need to know today? They're also showing me, Gina, and we can talk about this later, but they're also showing me this is about not getting you off of your course, whatever that means. Let's see. Bernadette, can you repost it? I'm not sure I'm not sure I got it. I'm so sorry. Please repost. Sorry about that. Okay, Joyful Journey, 3 cards for you. General reading. Woo. Okay. All right. Interesting here because this is, I wound up with 4. So here we are. This is the end of the line. 10 of Swords talks about the end of the line. Perhaps, kind of, I want to say this is about stripping everything away that doesn't need to be, there. But this card does speak of, maybe some heartache, betrayal, being done wrong. But also this is mental. This is about you doing this to yourself. And I feel like that's more likely, but there may be a situation. Hi, Craig. Good to see you. But look at this. I'm going to say this might be, we have the King of Pentacles. This is about being in control of your finances and your physical resources, right? This could be health or wealth, right? King of Pentacles is large and in charge, very wealthy, very, abundant and generous. But this speaks about the Knight of Cups. It's saying, heads up, right? You have done the work that you need to do. This is saying somebody's coming forward with something for you, right? And then the last card that I got is another Knight. Knight of Swords is about taking action. Jump in there. do what you need to do. So if I want to say this might have to do with your finances here, maybe curious about whether we have there's a lot going on with finances in this country right now. We have the resources to do what we want to do, to cover our bills, to do to pay for health care and do all the things that we need to. But it's saying keep your eyes open, because there may be an offer or some opportunity coming forward for you. Okay. Thank you, Joyful Journey. Okay, just listening. All right. Let me I have to send a quick. Let me just see something really quickly here. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Somebody was texting me. All right, Ellen. General reading. I'm so sorry you got my cold. I hope you didn't get it through the through the airwaves here. All right. Hi, Alwan. Welcome. Nice to see you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Joyful Journey. All right. Could I have a general reading, please? Yes. I'm going to use these beautiful cards again because I feel like they want to come out and play. General reading for Eleanor. Yeah. This is as you know, this is a big time of transition for you. And I feel like, like I said, I feel like all illness and adversity is an opportunity to sort of reflect. The universe is presenting opportunities for you to reflect. So let's see here. Okay. Wow. We're getting a lot of knights here today, which is all about taking action, really. Action. You get the High Priestess. So remember I said a time for reflection? She goes deep, right? This is hidden things. Like this is asking you to kind of go within and really ask yourself what it is that you need in this transition time for you, right? Use your intuition to guide you. And then you too get 2 knights. We get this Knight of Swords, which is all about putting ideas into motion. It can be a little bit reckless. It can say, I'm really eager to get started with this, but I don't know. But I'm maybe I don't have all my ducks in a row. But the Knight of Wands has a similar energy. It's also saying like, okay, now it's time to really kind of set these ideas into motion. Let's do it. This is fire on fire energy. It's kind of like, all right, ready, set, go. It's time to start taking action on your on your ideas. Okay. Start taking action, even if it is just kind of getting a little bit more deeper into planning mode. Okay. Very good. Thank you. Ethereal Moonlight. And I see your question. Craig. Okay. May I get a reading on me scrying? Crystal ball. Will I be able to read it? They're saying that you already do. Ethereal Moonlight. They're showing me that what I'm hearing is like, don't get hung up on the modality specifically. The crystal ball it's just a tool, but it's a tool to clear your mind. Like some people, might scribble on a piece of paper, or some people might, just whatever it is that they do to clear their mind. Like for me, I look off. You see me often looking off. I try to find a blank space so that my my vision is clear and it's like there's nothing distracting me. So I think what it's saying is like, let's just, yeah, use it, but use it in a way that you're allowing you're saying, I don't want to be distracted by any of the outside world at this moment. If it means that you have to close your eyes for a little while, do that. If it means you have to really kind of, it's just, all it's doing is helping you fix your gaze so that you're not distracted by the things going on around you. Okay. So I think you will be able to do it, but it's really setting your intention not to be distracted. Okay. Good luck, ethereal moonlight. Thank you. Maria. All right. I need the glasses again. What do you feel me working in the future? I'm a preschool teacher and medical technician. Also told me I have 2 kids. Curious when. I can't tell you when. My whens are difficult. I mean, I do feel like it's a couple years out, but that's not too late to have kids. I had my first one at 31. People are having babies successfully later and later. But I do feel like it might be a few years out. As far as, let's see, between preschool and medical, I'm drawn more to the preschool, to be honest with you. I think either one is a viable career option. Have you been applying to jobs, Maria? Because I feel like, hold on. I feel like you just have a really nice way with kids, and they're exhausting, but they also feel like they kind of fill your cup too. Okay. It feels like it's something that I'm going to just venture a guess. It does also feel like we're talking about kind of late winter. If I had to guess, it feels like it may be late winter. Because it feels cold to me. But I feel like as soon as you really start applying yourself and looking, it might come forward. Okay. Something might present itself sooner if you really apply yourself. Gina Fish says, yes, the darkness. And we have to change our clocks tonight, guys. Don't forget, in the U.S., we're changing our clocks in most parts of the U.S. So fall back, right? Let's see. Okay. May I have a general reading for me and my husband? For you and your husband, Diamond Girl. Okay. I'm going to do this like a relationship question. I am going to pull a few cards, but I'm going to see what I'm getting. Yeah. Time change wears you out. It sort of wears me out too. Okay. Are you and your husband like getting out at all? Diamond Girl? I feel like there's kind of a change, and I just pulled a couple cards. They're verifying that. I feel like it's sort of like ho hum. You need a shakeup. Now, don't be alarmed by this. The Death card. There's your change, right? The change really, it's saying like you need to shake things up a little bit, like get out, or even just, if money's tight and that's not really possible, it's sort of like get into some new hobbies, challenge yourselves to, I don't know, just play games or do different things instead of maybe sitting down in front of the TV, which is so easy to do, right? Because here it is. It's saying, if you do that, look out for new opportunities, new rewards to come in. Like your reward, the work will pay off. And here's you, the Queen of Wands. This is determination. She's also kind of the sexy queen, right? So she may need to mix things up in that department as well. But it's saying, like, let's kind of shake things up a little bit and see if we can breathe a little fire into this marriage. So there we go, Diamond Girl. I hope that is helpful. Sorry, I don't mean to be harsh, but sometimes that's the reality. Gina Fish is good with the time change the first week. Second week, it exhausts you. Polly, hello. Got your message. All right. Yeah, people are talking about getting rid of changing the time. Yeah, but I did notice, like this morning, the last couple days I've gotten up and I've noticed it's going up to 8 before it really gets light here. And so that's kind of, I don't like that. But I also don't like it getting dark early. So I don't know what the solution is. Move to the equator. All right, Alex H. I still haven't told my father about the separation with husband. Oh, Dad wasn't looking well for a while, so I kept quiet. Yes. Yes, I feel like absolutely you should talk to your dad about this. I feel like your dad will be more supportive and offer more support and guidance to you than you think. You're underestimating his his ability to understand and to support. So take a look. I mean, like I would actually have make sure that I talk to him about it in a gentle way. Your dad's gonna understand more. It will. I feel like, of course, any dad is gonna be, any loving dad is going to have his heart broken a little bit from that. But I feel like your dad will understand and really actually, they're saying to me, like, why have you taken this on by yourself? Yeah. Oh, thank you, just visiting. I appreciate that. Okay. Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry. You asked, will the talk help me to heal? Absolutely. I think it will be healing. And I think you need to, they're showing me to, like, kind of release yourself of the outcome, right? And just say, invite the highest good to come to you, right? Invite in, say, I trust that the universe has my highest good in mind. Okay. Ethereal Moonlight, didn't we just do a reading for you? Oh, it's become the elephant in the room, especially with the holidays coming up. Yeah. Okay. Many, many hugs. And Bernadette, I did find your question. Thank you. All right. Alex, I know it's been a tough time for you. This is a really important time for you to, how do I want to put this? It feels like it's a time for you to sort of find your superpower, your independence, your abilities, like really tap into that. Hi, Kathy H. Good to see you. Okay, Leeji, good to see you. I'm interested in your theory as to why my hands and forearms rise when I'm seated, palms up while meditating, sometimes shoulder height. Doesn't occur each time, but it's been decades. Oh my goodness. I honestly don't know the answer to that, Leeji, but I'm going to tell you this. When I was a child, I remember always lying like in bed at night. I always let my arms kind of rise up above myself in bed, like straight up toward the sky. And it almost felt like I was being pulled toward, like my arms were being pulled upward. So I'm curious if you're getting the same thing, Leanne. because we have chakras in our hands, right? And they're affiliated with our heart chakra. And it feels almost like you're just, you're trying to sort of just draw more of that source energy into yourself by raising your hands up. I don't know. I mean, I can't speak to that honestly, but I think it's actually kind of a cool thing. I'll tell you another thing that happens to me, and I can only speak through that, just regular meditation. It I When I am in a really deep meditation, and I feel like this happens to you when you're in a really, good connected meditation, I feel like and I don't think it's literal. I know this happens to some people, but I feel like my body rises up out of the chair that I'm sitting in. So I really do feel like this just is just saying that you're reaching a level of connection that's deep and powerful, and so welcome it and you know, don't question it. Um, Let me just see. I think it's a beautiful thing. I I think some of us would wish that would happen with us. So I think it's actually a really nice thing. So don't be embarrassed or worried or anything like that. I don't think you are. I think it's just saying you are really so deeply connected that your body is shifting from matter to to spirit in some ways in those meditations. Okay. All right. It's been decades. I just think it's really cool. I'm jealous. All right. All one. Nice to see you here. Thank you for joining. Okay. Thanks, Leanne. Okay. All one. A general reading. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. You guys can hear I'm slowly coughing less. Sometimes I have my moments, but I'm slowly getting my voice fully back. And it's funny, my husband lost his voice this last week, which he never does, but he lost his voice too, with this stupid, ridiculous, I don't know, never-ending cold flu thing. Marit, hi, nice to see you. Are you new here? Thanks for joining. Okay. Ooh, you're starting some new things, I think. All right, right now. So, all one. Right now, we have this 8 of Swords energy, which is a feeling of being trapped, right? Maybe trapped in a relationship that's not working for us. Oh, you're welcome, Ethereal Moonlight. A relationship, a job, maybe just a rut in general in your life, all one. And but here I see some new opportunities coming forward for you. So Page of Swords says, okay, we're going to really go ahead and start, put our ideas into motion. We're going to go back to, this is sometimes going back to learning something new. This is saying, you know what, let's get out of that rut and learn a new skill or try a new thing, use our ideas, get creative. Thank you. Thank you. I am getting better. Thanks. Miss Sherlock's question. Sorry. I do have Miss Sherlock's question. It's coming up. And look at this. 6 of Swords talks about leaving troubled water for calm, right? So this is saying there's a change coming for you. Perhaps you're moving too. This could be a move. Excuse me. This could be a move from one city to another, a move from one job to another, a move just into, from one apartment to another, something like that. But this feels like something that's shifting in your life. You have all swords, all one, all swords, which is all mental energy. So right now, I feel like there's like this congestion of ideas and thinking and thinking and thinking, but not doing, that we need to really kind of start putting those things into motion. This last card, the Six of Swords, says, okay, we're getting out of that situation and we're moving forward. Okay. I hope that's helpful. All one. Have a fun walk, Annie Bear. Beautiful. I did that earlier too. Swooshing globe, and heading out for a walk. Swooshing. I don't know what that means. Heading out for a walk. Marit is from Sweden and found community with a few of you. Oh, Annie Bear is fantastic. Thank you. Oh, thanks for joining, Marit. Welcome. If you have a question, pop it in. Yeah, we're answering questions today. All right. Craig. Kelly Clara mentioned that I have a possible enemy in the midst. Fun, huh? Am I overreacting? Let me just say. I do feel a little bit like you're overreacting, but it's almost like Craig, don't take this the wrong way, but it feels as if you might be your own worst enemy, right? So, and the other thing I always want to say is, like, ignore the detractors, right? Unless you're somebody actually doing physical harm to you, ignore the detractors. I got you, Lucy. Yeah. And it also says, they're also your guides. Yeah, they're just reiterating that whole thing where you spend a lot of time, squirrel mode, like kind of really thinking about things, maybe a little too deeply, and they're just saying it's time to release a little bit, release and allow. Worry. There's something that it feels like you're worried about. Just let it go. Just let it go. Handle the things that you need to, but let the rest go. Gotcha, Gina Fish. Thank you. Oh, good, Maria. That's nice. All right, and Liz. Okay. All right, thank you. Have a good one. Hello, Clara. Hello and goodbye. All right. Question from Ms. Sherlock. Please ask my guide, Ike, what he sees Lucas, 21 son, doing in about 5 years. Does Ike have any advice for me? Thank you. A lot of boingy hair today. Sorry. Does Ike have any advice for me? Okay. Lucas. Finding his way. That's what I heard. Finding his way. I feel confusion with Lucas. Let me ask Ike. And again, I feel like this is the theme of the day. I feel like Lucas. I feel like Lucas is suffering too from a little self-esteem issue. Like he really underrates himself and his abilities. And I feel like he's got some like old stuff that he's holding on to from earlier years. Not saying from you, but just from, who he came in as, or another person in his life. But I feel like he needs to recognize that we all have skills and abilities, and we need to honor them. I do feel like he might be attending school. He might be attending school now, but he might be going back into some kind of training program or something like that. Hi, Daniel. Sure. Got you. Okay. He's diffident? What do you mean by diffident? Oh, thank you, Maria. You're so sweet. Let me see what else. Did you mean difficult? I don't know what that means. Different. Anyway, I feel as if he has some of his own sort of mental blocks that kind of keep him from moving forward with things. Oh, shy to try new things. Yes, exactly. And that's exactly what I mean. He's more skilled than he knows, but he's afraid. He's probably too afraid of what other people are thinking. Poor guy. Yeah, he needs a shot in the arm of self-confidence as well. I think a bunch of us do. So what might he be doing in the next 5 years? So I do feel like he might be feels like he might be going into a trade of some sort, but he's going to be going back for some training or, from schooling for that. And it does feel as if he will kind of find something, he'll hit on it that will really, that he'll realize that he has an affinity for that. And it does feel like it's something like kind of working with his hands. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's like mechanic or working in a shop or someplace where he's like fixing things or something like that. Anyway, good luck to you. I wish I could. He's an amazing artist. Okay, see, it could be an almost something. Okay, your message cut off. Oh, that's exciting. We're gonna send him all the confidence in the world that we can share with him. All right. And I'll look for the rest of your question. All right. Alex H., it can be easy to worry about other people, but hard to remember to be gentle with yourself. Gina, that's so true. Gina Fish. Very, very, yeah. But Ms. Sherlock, I get that about, I have a kiddo like that too. And again, they can really kind of undercut themselves with confidence, with a lack of confidence. Let's all send Ms. Sherlock's son some beautiful, beautiful confidence and healing. Yeah, I feel like this younger generation is having that experience very much so. All right, Polly, hello. Lucy can relate as well. Message from my guides. Sure. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and throw 3 cards for you, Polly. Beautiful vibes for everyone today to step into their true, authentic self, whatever that may be, and trust. Golly, I'm getting this. Whoo, isn't that interesting? Polly, you are the second person who's come up with the death card to begin with. Change is on the horizon, like fundamental change. Don't worry about death card as in the literal sense of the word. It's about transition. And I want to show you something. In this card, look in the corner. There's somebody with their head in their hands, worried, like fearful. And the next card comes out with somebody with their head in their hands, worried, fearful, right? Do you find yourself, Polly, in this like fearing change state? I'm just getting a chill right now because your guides are assuring you this is a good thing. This is leading you into an area where you're kind of moving into legacy territory, all of the security that you need. This is a card of home and family, right? So perhaps there's somebody in your family that you're worried about as well. But this is saying all is well. Like this is actually moving us into a place where we need to be, right? Generosity. I pulled one more card. Six of Pentacles speaks about generosity, somebody being good to us and we being good to them. Oh, your dog is barking. Did you hear the barking dog outside? I'm sorry. My neighbor's dogs bark. Anyway, that's what I'm getting for you. Please try to step out of the worry and the fear because it's not warranted. The good things are coming. Changes for the better. Yeah, your son is baffled about his next steps. I know. So many of us are, because the world is changing so quickly, right? Bernadette, if you're still here, I got your question. Any messages for me from Spirit about my romantic relationship art spot? Oh, that's a lot of things. Okay. All right. Let me just tune in first to your romances. I feel like if you don't already have somebody in your life, I feel like there's somebody coming and he feels kind and just really they're saying he's kind of not your usual type, whatever that means. But he feels very like sweet and kind and gentle, even a little quiet and just very, very. He feels like a good match. You do. Does this match this person? Because I'm seeing just a real kind smile and, like he's just kind of there. If this is not matching the one that you're involved with, there may be somebody different. He's different. He's my perfect match. Okay. But he's not kind and supportive, or I'm confused. Because I feel like there's somebody who's good for you in coming or with you now. Hold on. I feel like he also is very supportive in your career, whoever this is. So this is good. We're going to go back to your podcast, your art and podcast a little bit. Like he's a good sounding board, support system, kind of your biggest supporter. Okay, nice. I like it all. I feel like kind of lean into that energy because I'm also getting like you're not very, forgive me, you it's kind of one of those things where you maybe don't trust that this is you don't trust a good thing when it comes, but he's there for you. I like it. Does he help you with your podcast at all or your art? Because I feel like he could be supportive there too, like not just emotionally supportive, but actually helping you with the technical details and all that kind of stuff. Very, very nice, Bernadette. Bernadette with the blue lipstick. I love that picture. Look at her picture. It's beautiful. Very colorful. Thank you and blessings to you. I like him. He could be the keeper. Just visiting. Oh my God, I'm jealous, Bernadette. All right. Lucy Leckage. General reading, if there's time. General reading. Like I say, the general readings, I'm going to go to the cards, but I'm also using my intuition too. Trust is hard for me. No, he doesn't. He tries to paint, LOL. I don't know. I feel like you could lean on him a little bit more with like helping with like connections for where to put your art or something like that, or doing some technical work for you. Okay. Lucy. Whoa. All right. Look at you. The moon. The moon speaks of secrets, things we don't know yet. They're also a little bit about anxiety, worry about things in our lives, right? Maybe worry about the unknown. Am I going to be able to, get the promotion or do the, or my relationships or my health or any of those things, right? But I wouldn't worry about that because the Empress, look at you, you've got 2 major arcana. This is a big deal, Lucy, right? 2 major arcana. Both of these cards denote really, really powerful, divine, feminine energy, right? So tap into those resources that you have, Lucy. And the Empress talks about abundance and nurturing and kindness and healing and all of those things. So really kind of lean into that energy. I'm really into, I'm dropping cards. I'm really into Mary Magdalene lately and loving her energy. I think she was very, very powerful, almost as powerful as Jesus himself. Oh, dog. So lean into that energy. And the third card I get for you is this Knight of Wands. Put that into action. Use that energy. Use that power that you have, Lucy, to tap into that feminine power, because we are in a time of the rising feminine. And this is for all genders, however you identify. Sorry, I dropped a card. And oh, look, of course I dropped this one. The Queen of Cups, saying being kind to yourself, be kind to others, be nurturing. It's this kind of similar to the Empress card as well. Really, really tap into that energy for yourself. Okay. All right. Thank you, Lucy. Good luck. Bernadette is the art teacher for her household. I was one time the art teacher too, and both my sons are really very creative. One is he's the one in the next room. He's a software developer, but he's also really, really beautiful painter and potter and sculptor. Does really great work. And the other one is a video producer, and he does a lot of graphic design work as well. So, and that's kind of my background. And I think we all need to tap into our creativity whenever we can. Gina Fish, you're welcome. Lucy. Okay. And if you joined us late, please go back. I rambled on, but I had a really interesting dream again about some truths coming forward about cheating in the election. It was kind of a symbolic dream last night, not as direct as the first one I had, but great. The science minds and artistic minds overlap. Yes, they do. They often do. It's a good release valve for people who are very linear thinkers. Gina Fish, oh my gosh. I feel like this card might look like you. Do you have hair like this? Look at this beautiful Magician card. I love this card. I love this. This is one of my favorite. You too get 2 major arcana, the Magician and the Sun. These are cards of, having the ability to manifest whatever you want and be successful, right? And find joy in that. Yeah? Isn't that beautiful? And this is also the third card that you get is the 3 of Pentacles. Speaking about building new foundations in a collaborative way. This could be in work. This could be in your love life. This could be in many areas, right? But focus on these 2 beautiful. Again, feminine energy. We talk about the divine feminine rising up. Sorry, that dog. It feels like you're kind of jumping, you're moving into a new area, maybe of your work, but using those intuitive parts of yourself to really kind of bring out the best. Very nice cards for you, Tina Fish. Liz Reeves, how are you? Okay, Liz. Kathy H, if not too late. Did I? Or just a general reading? Work is super busy. Yeah. I'm going to star that, but if you have a specific question, let me know. Kathy. Okay. All I have left is Liz Reeves, Daniel, and Kathy H. So if there's anybody out there who I've missed, I have a few more minutes that I can stay with you. And and then it's on to our Saturdays. Can I have a reading from Spirit on my health? It's been a struggle the last few weeks. Did I just read it for you, Liz? I can't remember. No, that was Lucy. Okay. All right. Reading from Spirit on my health. It's been a struggle the last few weeks. I'm hoping I'm on my way to feeling better. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. I pulled some cards, but I'm going to tell you what I'm getting right now too. For you, I just sort of feel like this is kind of like this is a weird symbology they're giving me. They're saying, okay, I got you, Gina Lynn and Kathy. Thank you. It feels to me like the world, and I'm sorry this isn't specific, but it just feels like the heaviness of the world has been kind of pushing your energy underwater a little bit. Like you're underwater and it's hard to kind of come up for a breath of air. I don't know why I want to say that, but it feels to me like, thank you, Marit. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I got you. Feels to me like you, again, this feels a little bit like a time of introspection, of like really kind of tapping into things that you need to purge in your life and things that you need to move forward on in your life. Like there is some, and it feels a little bit like, quicksand stuckness, but stuck because of old things that we can't release. Okay. And I just want to show you the cards that kind of reflect this. You too get 2 major arcana cards. We're getting a lot of those in these readings. And you get the Hermit and the Moon card. The Hermit, when we see the Hermit come forward, this talks about searching deep, like going deep to look for truths about things. And if you want a more detailed health reading, go on my website and book a few minutes with me, and we'll try to tap in a little bit closer, but I don't have the time to do it here. But this is about searching, and the other card is about the moon. So you might be dealing with some things that are maybe mysterious, like I'm not sure why, something's happening with this area of my body or my emotional self or something like that. But this is really kind of, this can also be anxiety, the moon, mental health challenges as well. But it also says we're kind of in the state of going deep to really kind of look at the bigger picture and to purge the things we don't need. But here's the outcome card, the King of Cups. This is a really nice card of happiness, of kindness, of compassion. This is saying be compassionate with yourself. Give yourself a little bit of a grace here. But this is also a card too that says that you will come out on top. Okay. All right, Liz. It's been one thing after another. I did feel like I couldn't catch my breath. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Well, yeah. If you want to do a deeper dive, let's do it. Okay. I got you, Jack. And that might be our last one. We'll see. We'll see how much time I have. All right, Daniel. You're never too late. If you get here before the end, you're never too late. Okay. Check in with my dear wife, Ruth, past May 2024. Any messages of encouragement she wants to convey? The sense I'm getting from Ruth is pride and encouragement, as if you have come a long way, right? I almost feel like right now is a time when you're starting to see a path forward, and she's just encouraging you, and giving you a pat on the back for making it through this difficult time. Because it feels like before this it was pretty dark, and you still have your moments, but I feel like I also feel like you're starting to feel, your grief is lifting a little to the point where you can actually sort of feel her guidance a little bit more. And I just keep getting the word pride, like proud. She's so proud of you for doing getting through the harder bits of this. She's also bringing my attention to the holidays coming up, which I know can be hard. Like, she's sort of suggesting that she will be there. She'll be like at the Thanksgiving table. Are you planning on being with your family? Because I feel like she's definitely going to be there. She's yeah, I don't. She just sort of feels like the image that I get from her, the little that she's projecting into my mind, is like, I'm going to be there, mashing the potatoes and helping make the gravy and all the things at Thanksgiving, as if I never missed a beat. It's funny because it's almost like I feel like this was a really joyful time for her, that she's tapping into vicariously with you, right? So I want to suggest that maybe you set a place at the table for her and make that room for her, right? Okay. Okay, thank you. If you want a health reading, oh, sorry, Kathy, there. If you want a health reading, just visiting, I have a healing, energy healing on there. So just tap on that one. We can talk about it when you get on, or leave a note or something. Okay. Thank you, Daniel. You sweet Ruth. Yeah. Dominate. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Okay. Kathy, general reading, thinking of participating in a mentorship program. Am I overthinking, or should I just do it? Let me pull a couple cards on that, because I feel your ambivalence. I think I'm feeling your ambivalence, and I think it's kind of like, is this the right one? Is it too expensive? Is it too whatever? Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. No, I'm feeling like this might not be the right one for you. Yeah. And you get this kind of this burden and this kind of heartbreak card, right? And 8 of Swords. And this might be what's pulling you forward into you're looking for this happiness and this peace. 10 of Cups is beautiful, happiness, but I feel like this might not be the right one for you. When I tune into the energy of it, it feels like it's not quite what you're looking for. So I pull another card. The Hierophant is saying, like, tune into your higher self and really tap in when you're looking at this. Don't just do it because it presented itself or you know somebody who did it. Do it because you think it's the one that you need. But look at this. I mean, I know that it looks like you're really kind of looking for something that's fulfilling and really happy for you. Okay. I hope that's helpful. I'm sorry if that's not the answer you wanted, but keep looking. I feel like it's out there. Got you, Barbara. Gina Lynn. Would love a message from my guides, Kelly, if you have time. Okay. Gosh, I just get so many images of people right now feeling kind of stuck in, like, wondering where to move forward. I think it's the world we live in, this upgrade time. Okay, thank you, Kathy. Yeah, look, and there it is, right? This is that stuck energy. Like, where am I going and what am I doing, right? But it looks to me like there will be a change, and it might be sudden coming forward for you, Gina Lynn, right? The energy that I'm getting is it's kind of like you haven't really been willing to make the decisions or move off the dime on something, so the universe is going to help you do it. But it's going to bring you into a place where there's a new opportunity offer coming forward to you. Is this in love, or is it in a career area or some other area of just fulfillment for you? Okay. Hi, Ness. Oh, it's good to see you on Linda G the other day. Isn't that fun to see her on there? Yes. Okay. Very you energy. These cards, they give my energy. Okay. Ethereal moonlight. Ethereal visions. Yeah. Thank you. They're beautiful cards. They are gorgeous cards. Okay. Thank you, Gina Lynn. And I hope that's helpful for you. I think that you really need to look for the opportunities and embrace the change. Marit, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this correctly. Asking, perhaps, is there a ritual how to get a card? I so much would like to know about my reunioning with my daughter. Is there a possibility to that getting back with me soon? Your daughter feels stubborn, Marit. I think I've got all the questions I can take for right now, Dina. But pop it in if I have a moment. If I have time, I can get to it. Okay. Your daughter feels a little bit stubborn. Yeah. But okay, the cards are suggesting that there might be a change for you, right? Here's where you're sitting right now. This 5 of Pentacles is a loss. Pop your questions in. I have a hard stop at noon, and I would like to stop a little bit early because I haven't had breakfast or lunch yet. Anyway, here you are. I know this feels sad to me, like you're sitting in your feelings, Mari. And but I feel like look at this. There's a change coming forward for you. So the World card talks about endings and beginnings. So ending the old way and beginning anew. I feel like you, Mari, are going to have to be the initiator of this reunion with your daughter. I feel like it may take a little bit of effort. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ness. You are so sweet. I appreciate that. I got my haircut yesterday, so I haven't, like to kind of ride the wave for a couple of days with how she does it. It's a little boingy. Okay. And Ness, I'm gonna send you an email. I'm gonna talk to you about something. All right. And so your daughter, though, look at this Queen of Swords. So she's about logic. She's about using, her sensibility, her strategy to really kind of move forward and figure out how to do this. Oh, you get another one. Yeah, another sword. So like lots of thought, right? I'm gonna say, I don't know why I'm getting this image, Mari, but I don't she does feel stubborn. She feels as if she's got a a like she's waiting for an apology or something like that, and she's gonna wait it out. Although she may have some things to apologize about too, but she feels like she might be you might have to make the first move with her. Uh, your name is well pronounced. Okay. I felt that to be my daughter also with her mental health not being okay. Yeah. This card, this last card, your Four of Swords, it does talk about rest and recovery. So she may need a little bit of assistance and help with this. So, oh, okay. I also wonder if maybe she might be involved in some I don't know if there are some drugs and alcohol that that could keep her that are keeping her in a difficult state too. So I just think you're going to have to really wait out the time a little bit. Yeah. Yes. Okay. But be patient with her because I do think she will come around. I just don't think it's really tomorrow. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. I got some extra questions here. Thank you so much and best of luck. Your book is coming. Okay. I have to move forward, Mari, but thank you for joining us today. And we can come join another time. Ask that question another time. Jack would love a spirit message. Okay. This is weird. They're giving me images of like the first thing I saw was like a boat. I don't know what that means. Like, are you planning on taking a cruise or a voyage or buying a boat or something like this? But it feels almost like things are moving forward for you. It's like boats, trains, planes. I feel like movement for you. Yeah. Oh, Gina, stuck energy. But here it is. It's saying strength. Like really kind of hold on to your hat. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You get the Ace of Cups card, which is new emotional opportunities coming forward for you, and the Emperor card. Emperor card is all about taking control, being in control of your destiny. Strength and Emperor, like you are in the driver's seat. And maybe that's what they're trying to show me with the boats and the trains and the planes and the things. It's like you are in the driver's seat, but you're taking off. Very, very interesting. Yeah, this deck is called the Ethereal Visions Luna Edition. It is kind of sparkly, shiny. Yes. Okay. Ready for new opportunities, says Gina Lynn. Yes. Anyway, but this is beautiful energy. Like you're moving forward. I feel like I want to say springboard, like you're springboarding forward in some area. So that's really cool, Jack. Like ride this wave right now. Excuse me. Okay. Thank you. And Barbara D. Does my grandmother have a couple more minutes? And I have 3 more in the can here, people waiting for answers. And that's all I can take today because I'm meeting a friend at noon. So let's do this really quickly. Does my grandmother Josephine have a message for me? She passed in 1959 and was my favorite person. Okay. Josephine. I feel like Josephine was a really beautiful cook, more of like a baker. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, everybody. All systems go, says Jack. Yeah. She feels like she was just like that very Cancer energy of somebody who nurtures and takes care and cooks and just loves like Very, very much of that mother, grandmother energy, the prototypical typical. Um, and so I don't know if she baked. I don't know why she's showing me pies. I feel like she really was a good baker, and liked to show her love in that way, Barbara. Um, I feel like you might like to do this too. It's almost like she's, or maybe she's encouraging you to look up some of her recipes or something like that. Um, she's saying, I feel like you and your grandmother have had lifetimes of soul energy, soul lives together. You've spent lifetimes together on earth and in on the other side in the spirit realm. Like you two are almost like she recognized your soul the second you were born, which I feel like is why you were so close with her. Um, she also gives encouragement and like kind of bravo for really stepping into the spirit stuff, the spirit realm, the spiritual connections. I feel like there's an animal there that maybe was yours that she's got too. Oh, I forgot you have an animal in your, but I'm feeling like a small fluffy one who I'm feeling in her arms, like she's taking care of this one. Barbara. I don't know if you're still here. But anyway, she just sends her love and she's still on the sidelines watching, participating. Thank you, Gina Lynn. Have a great day. All right, I have 2 more questions. Dina. Is Mena will get a karma will happen to her? What happened to me? Are you asking, will somebody named Mena, is karma coming to her? I don't really like to answer these questions like that because it's not really ours. It's not really ours to wish karma on someone else. Their karma is their karma. You've had many fur babies. I'll be honest, I'm seeing a light colored one, almost like cream or white. Okay. Dina. You know what? They're not answering that for me because and I said that. I don't think I'm going to answer that. I'm sorry, Dina. Thank you. But good luck. You can ask the universe to ask what's best for everyone's highest good. That's what I say. Because I do feel like you're kind of wishing some harm come to her or some difficulty. Release it because it's only holding you back. That's what I'm getting. Okay, Dominate. Are you still here, Dominate? Dominate 101. I don't know if Dominate is here. All right. Well, I'm going to head out because I need to grab a bite to eat before I meet my friend. And I am just so grateful that everybody's come forward. Keep an eye out. I'm going to start my gratitude series today. So we'll have some videos starting to come out with that. I have some more healing messages coming. And please join me tomorrow at my weekly tarot scopes. We are in interesting times, are we not, Ness? Astrologically. The universe is pushing us forward in many, many different ways. And I want to say, if you haven't, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and share with others if you think that they will enjoy this as well. Let's see. And if you're interested in a reading or a healing session, please go to my website. I'll put it here in the chat. It's Kelly at kellyhealing.com. Okay. So I appreciate very, very much. Yes, Ness says very rare, interesting times. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dom. I'm so sorry. Oh, you know what? Okay. Really quickly, I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. I just see you here. I apologize. I moved forward a little fast. And this is going to be the last, and then I got to bounce, guys. I got to bounce. Ooh, nice. Gosh, guys, we've had such powerful cards here today. You get the Queen of Cups and the Empress, just like somebody else received. Okay, these 2 cards feel very similar because these are loving, nurturing energies. This is saying love others around you, love yourself as well. Okay, it's kind of funny because your name is Dominate, which sounds a little more than, not as loving. It sounds a little more controlling, but maybe they're saying bring a little more of that love. And this is about the children. So if you have kids, spend that energy really kind of helping helping the kids in your life. If you don't have kids, look to the good times, the beautiful, loving times of your past that will inform you about how to move forward very, very much. Yeah. Well, this is just confirming that Dominate. Very nice. Okay. Dom innate. And this is beautiful, loving energy. All 3 of these cards have a very childlike energy to me. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks so much for joining me. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow night for weekly tarot scopes. And take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye.